Hey guys, it's Doris, and this is my wrestling news report for the Marlarkey Report. One of the first stories I wanted to talk about was Asuka. She is going to be making her return soon, and there are some speculation that she is returning as a heel. She tweeted a picture of herself with Walter White from Breaking Bad. Some people are saying this is a tease that she is coming back as a heel. Now, if you remember, Xia Li was drafted to, I believe, Raw. So this means that Asuka could come back and go straight at one of the women's titles, or team up with Xia Li and go after the tag team women's titles, which I would like either one. I would like for them to push Asuka again on her return, but we will have to see. We have a Twitter battle going on, speaking of the women, between Becky Lynch and Lita. So, not really sure if this is the beginning of a storyline. We haven't seen Lita since she was in the 10 women tag team match in 2018, the year that her and Trish Stratus were in the Women's Royal Rumble match. But yeah, so that's a possibility. Becky Lynch, apparently some fans tweeted to Amy Dumas, aka Lita, one more match. Becky tweeted in response to that, I'll make you go away with a bad arm if you like. Lita responded, well, if you happen to be in the neighborhood tomorrow, ... So we can look for possibly, we know that Lita does do the pre-shows for the pay-per-views. We have Crown Jewel coming up. Whether or not she'll be at Crown Jewel, I'm not sure. But we could see this storyline moving forward at Crown Jewel. If Lita is there, there is a possibility Becky will come out and confront Lita in person. We'll have to see where this goes, people. But yes, so there's a Twitter war right now between Becky and Lita. This could be just a build-up for Royal Rumble to build up speculation and rumors for the Women's Royal Rumble. We also know Survivor Series is next month. It's already October. So there could be a possibility that we'll have a Team Lita versus a Team Becky. You never know. So that's some of the stories that are going on in the world of wrestling involving the women. Also, we have Awesome Kong, who's going to be inducted into into Impact's Hall of Fame. She was one of the first announcements, I guess, of who they are going to induct this year, which I think is great. Stephanie McMahon also making the news by being inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame. So she is the first female executive to be inducted. And she was inducted alongside names like Jay Cutler, Peter Westbrook, Billy Blanks, Marcus Allen, Ernie Reyes Sr., AJ Mendez, AJ Lee, for those of you that do not know, apparently is going to be on commentary for WOW, Women of Wrestling. She's going to be a producer and a commentator. She decided to do this because, in her words, WOW is about the women. I think what's beautiful about women's wrestling is that they are such special creatures. She says that she, at this point, has no interest in returning to in-ring action, that she wants to leave it to the next generation to show their talent. So we'll have to see if that changes. I was thinking possibly with CM Punk's return to the ring, that may ignite her fire a little bit more and maybe make her want to return to in-ring action. But as of right now, she's going to stick to commentating. This Friday for SmackDown, they're saying the last 30 minutes of the show on FS1 are going to be commercial free. Whether or not it really is, we'll see. But I don't know what's planned for that. I don't know if they have something big going on and that's why they're doing it. But yeah, this Friday's SmackDown is supposed to be commercial free. We also, for NXT, are going to see Swerve Scott defend his title at NXT 2.0 this week. I am expecting Santos Escobar to win that title. We know that Swerve and Hit Row were drafted to the main roster. I don't expect Swerve to take the belt with him, so more than likely he's going to end up losing that belt to Escobar this week. But we will have to see. Apparently also the plans for Gable Stevenson, the Olympian that WWE signed, apparently they're planning on him making his debut at WrestleMania. I'm assuming that so in the interim between now and then, they can train him and make sure that they like what they see and come up with a whole new gimmick for him. For those of you that have not heard, a few weeks ago I announced that Harry Smith, who is Davey Boy Smith Jr., was going to be making his return to WWE. Apparently that was pushed off a little bit because he did have COVID. Apparently he's been at the last two events of SmackDown and Raw, but he has not been completely cleared to wrestle yet. He is over COVID, but it may be just some lagging symptoms he's having. So yeah, that's been the delay in his return. He is expected to return soon. We also talked about this last week. Johnny Gargano's contract is up December 3rd. There has been some speculation because he has removed apparently NXT from his Twitter and all of his social media. Some people are saying this is because he's leaving NXT. My gut instinct is that he is in negotiations with WWE. If he wasn't, I don't see him removing NXT this far in advance. He still has 2 months left of his contract. So I don't see him like broadcasting his plan. We are expecting WWE to approach him with some contract negotiations over the next month, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I don't see him leaving NXT unless he has a ironclad deal. Gotta remember, Candice LeRae is pregnant. She's due to have her baby, I believe, in January or February. Her contract is also up either January or February. It's early 2022. I don't know if she's going to be an active participant of the roster when her contract is up for signing, or if she's going to be on her maternity leave. I don't know if that will affect the contract signing or any negotiations that are to affect the contract signing. So that just tells me, like I said, I don't see him giving up a contract, a paying contract, without a ironclad deal, which he can't have until his contract expires December 3rd. So as of December 3rd, unless he signs another contract with WWE, Johnny Gargano will be another free agent. I know WWE has said and reported that they have big plans for Austin Theory. That could involve Johnny Gargano. The two have been tied together recently in NXT. I know that doesn't mean anything, but you never know. I mean, like I said, also if you watch SmackDown, you know that Sonya Deville announced she is having a match with Naomi on Friday. And Adam Pearce did not look happy about that. I am thinking there's a possibility that could spill over into Crown Jewel or after Crown Jewel. Also this week on NXT, we are going to see Ciampa against Gacy. If Gacy wins, he gets added to the NXT title match. So we talked about this also. The Iconics, no, they're not the Iconics anymore, but Casey Lee and Jessica McKay are going with Impact. They are going to be a tag team. They're going to debut at Bound for Glory. So apparently, Matt Riddle, his personal life is in chaos again. His wife did put him on blast for leaving his family. As we all know, there was a lot of gossip, a lot of controversy last year when it was announced that Matt Riddle had an affair on his wife, and he left his wife in the process when he started his run with the RK Bros. He tweeted out a picture of himself from a WWE live event. He had a very happy look on his face and captioned with, "I love my life so much, bro. I'm in California tagging with my best bro, Randy, and trust me, it doesn't get any better than this dude." Riddle probably didn't expect for his wife to put him on blast, as Lisa Riddle tweeted back, "You would say that now that you have packed him up and moved to Orlando away from your children." So yeah, not really sure what, if anything, is going to happen with this. And apparently Paige has people thinking. She tweeted a picture in a poster it was a movie poster for Fighting With My Family. Apparently in the picture it shows the WWE Divas title hanging behind her, but there's also a pair of wrestling boots in the bottom of the frame that she made sure were included. There were no words, but she included the thinking emoji. A lot of her fans think that this means that she's thinking of returning to the ring. I would love to see it too. I don't know if she's medically able to do that. Alright guys, I believe that is about it. I thank you for joining me. Let me know if there's any stories that you heard about that I did not cover. I appreciate you guys watching us. Jetwash, thank you for having me. And I will leave it to Lone Star to let you know that the Patriots won yesterday. They beat the Texans. But, and I'm assuming he's going to tell you about Tyson Fury's win too. we'll send it over to Lone Star. Bye, guys.